Alright, man. What up, people, man? I'm just gonna do a short little video on what a jailbreaking iPhone does and what it's capable of doing. We getting a lot of questions from people, man, saying what's the use of jailbreaking it and all this good stuff, man. So first thing I'm gonna tell you though is if you do decide to jailbreak your phone, make sure you back it up. You know, back it up to your iTunes. Back it up to your iCloud and back it up to your computer. I backed mine up to 2 computers and on my iCloud, you know, so I got, you know, triple redundancy going on here. The reasons for that is that, you know, when you jailbreak your iPhone, it voids warranties by Apple. So if you go in there taking your phone, you know, they might not honor your warranty because your phone is jailbroken. Way around that is if you know you can take your phone in there and you got it backed up, you just restore it back to the backup settings, and then you go in there with what your phone had on it before you start the backup. So you should be good there. Basically, man, what jailbreaking does, man, it overrides all the limitations that Apple sets on its phone. You know, Apple is a great product, but the downside to it is that Apple only likes to deal with Apple. So you can only use Apple-made apps unless they open up something for you to use. You can't customize your phone. You're stuck with what they give you and what they allow you to change, the little things that they allow you to change. You know, a lot of people, you know, especially with gadgets and gadgets today, they like to customize their stuff, you know, so it can, you know, personally fit them. So that's all it does, man. And I'm gonna go through a couple of apps that I downloaded, you know, and I'm still learning about this thing and all the apps. So if you got any questions about Cydia and the apps and the widgets that you need to download, man, there's a lot of YouTube videos on there. I just usually, you know, YouTube top 15 Cydia apps, and you'll be, and a lot of stuff will pop up and they'll show you exactly what it does. An actual jailbreak of the phone, man, it only takes literally like 5 minutes, man, and anybody can do it. But if y'all need a hand in doing it, man, just hit me up and I'll let you know how you can do it. Alright, so first thing you know is that, man, I got it says, my thing says slide me bitch. And so I changed that. And then as you can see, when I change my phone, it folds. It folds. Man, that's pretty neat. So I changed that. Next thing you'll notice that is on my home page, I got my weather and my stuff on there. So that's another thing you can do with jailbroken phone. So I put my weather on there. And that, I use the app called Dashboard X along with NC settings, and it allows me to do that. Also, as you see when I change my icons, you see it doesn't change like everybody else's icons. See that? Right now I got it on set to random, but I could change that. If I go to my settings, it's an app called Barrel, B-A-R-R-E-L. Now I got set to random, but let's say I want to do something like I don't know, merry-go-round. Right? I go there and you see that it's like a merry-go-round. Alright, and like I said, I could change that to, it's got about 25 different settings in there. My personal favorite is carousel, and it looks like a carousel. Alright, but usually what I do, I just leave that on random. I let it do what it do, and it just goes through all the random settings of it. So that's a good thing. Here's some of the apps that I've already downloaded. Like I said, I got Dashboard X, which is this one right here, and like what that allows me to do is, alright, I hold my screen, let the icon start wiggle mode, hold it again, and I can add different widgets to my dashboard. So if I want to add the stock widget, right, add it, bam, I got my stock widget showing up there. Alright, and I can move it to where I want to move it at, and all that. I want to slide over the next page or whatnot, but I don't like the stock widget, so I'm gonna delete that. Delete bitch. And You might not want that. There you go. Goddamn. Alright. So that's what that one does. Another one of my favorites is F-Lux. I don't know a lot of you guys know that the iPhone is bright as hell, and at nighttime it gets real bright. A lot of times I change my at night I dim it a little bit because it be so bright. But what this does is it automatically does that. So at nighttime it automatically adjusts your phone, and it adjusts it to that warm pinkish reddish color. If y'all can see it, it changes real quick, and that's what it looks like. So at nighttime my phone constantly looks like this, and that's excellent. I love it. It works great. So that's what I did. Another one that I love is this 3G unrestricted. A lot of you guys know that when you if you out and about, you're not next to a Wi-Fi, you might get something, or you try to download something over 50 megabytes, or watch a YouTube video, or install an app, or whatever the case may be. It'll say you have to connect to Wi-Fi because it's just simply too much. Well, what the 3G unrestricted does is it bypasses that limitation that Apple sets on your phone. So it tricks the phone into believing that it's on Wi-Fi when it's actually not. You're still using your 3G, you're still using your 4G and your LTE. So you'll be able to download those bigger files and everything like that. Music. Basically what Music is, it's kind of like a torrent. Matter of fact, it's a music torrent. And what you do is you go in here, it takes a minute to pop up, but you go in here, you search for artists. I'm just saying, whatever. You search for an artist, right? Alright, and then what the artist comes up, what you do is you hit transfer. It transfer them files to your phone. You hit download. Now it's downloading those files to your phone. Once it completes the download, you hit add to iPod up in the top right. What happens is it'll send your stuff. I got a text message. It'll send your stuff to your music. And this is the one I did yesterday. I downloaded Kendrick Lamar Swimming Pools. So, and it's all free. And this music, you can download songs, you can download CDs. You ain't gotta go through the App Store and do all that crazy stuff. So that's a good one. MX2. Basically what MX2 does is it allows you to download videos to your phone. YouTube, if you guys go to any the hip hop whatever it is, I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but it allows you to download videos straight to your phone, and it also allows you to run those videos in the background as what you call it, as like animations, backgrounds. Wastes a lot of battery. I don't know what the good use of that, but it is what it is. I got a ringtone maker. It lets me customize any song I got. Lets me turn it into a ringtone. Gives me 30 seconds. Matter of fact, I can just kind of show you what it does. If I go to my sounds, I can show you what it, the ones I've made already. So like right now, I got it on Quickie. Like if my wife calls, this is what I got playing. I got Jay-Z. And what it lets you do is it lets you let me turn it back. It lets you customize at any point in the song, so you can fast forward through the song and you can start it and stop it, and it gives you 30 seconds of record time. As you guys know, I got the little Pac-Man symbol instead of Horizon. That's from an app called this one right here, Zeppelin, whatever the hell you want to call it. Alright, Pac-Man. So if I wanted to change it to Android, change to Android. Apple, the Assassin's Creed logo, Dark Knight logo, Nike. I'm gonna leave it on Nike. It lets you do that. Kill background, man. Kill background is one of my favorites. A lot of times, if you have a lot of background, a lot of apps running, you have to hold it and delete each one. If you got a lot of apps running, your phone will run slower. This is good to delete them. So a lot of times, man, I have like 5 pages of these apps just running if I don't delete them because I be forgetting to do it. Well, instead of going by one, what you do is with kill background, it puts this little red X in the corner. Hit that, it deletes all of them. Simple, right? Easy. When I slide down my notification screens, y'all see I got the little joker in the background coming out the wall. That's from another app that I got. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but it's nothing but a boot logo, animation all. That's what it's called, and it allows me. Now I can put this logo on my home screen, on my lock screen as well. But like I said, those waste a lot of better, so I just put it right here. And as you see on my notification screen, I got a lot of messages, but I got this piece right here. And what that does, instead of going to my settings, I got this from an app called NC Settings. Instead of going to my settings to turn off my Wi-Fi and all that stuff, I can just do it right here. Bam, turn off and on. Adjust my brightness, sound, cut on vibrate, 3G, all that stuff. I can power it off, I can reboot it, and I can respring it. That's something new with the jailbroken phone. It's called a respring, which is nothing more than a soft reboot. Instead of a hard reboot, it just soft reboots your phone. So when you add something to it, you respring it, it's a soft reboot. A lot of y'all saw the keyboard already, but that's the keyboard. It's called color keyboard. You can make different types of color keyboards any kind you want. I got mine red and black, kind of like my bike. But I did the Chicago Bears thing, so when I click a button, you see that that blue and orange, got that Chicago Bears logo, Chicago Bears colors. What other apps do I got in here? Color keyboard, that's what I was telling y'all about, man. Let's go in there, I can show you what kind of things you can do. So like I got the Chicago Bears right now. If I want to do, you know, pink or some shit, you know, I could do pink and it'll look like this when it comes up. It'll look like a pink keyboard like that. I don't want that. I know a lot of us like, man, I don't like to go into my numbers, so you get that. You can get those 5-row keyboards where you get the numbers up top, so you don't got to hit the little shift screen to get your numbers up there. You can change it there if you want. So that's some stuff that you can do. Let me make sure I ain't changed my stuff. There we go. Alright, what's another app on here? Paper Lock. Oh, this one, Password Pilot. When you go to any kind of app store in Apple, it asks you for your password 100 goddamn times. Well, you type it in here once, and anytime you go to App Store, it automatically puts it in there. It saves it. So now if I go to the App Store, I pick a, let's say I want to buy this or whatnot, my password automatically comes in there. Bam, I ain't got to worry about that. Alright. Next is what else? What else is there to it, man? That's pretty much it. Oh, I'm gonna take y'all to the Cydia store. So Cydia, all Cydia is it's an app store. It's kind of like Apple, the App Store for Apple. You get a bunch of what you call those people? I'm finna mess that word, but you get a bunch of people who donate to it. It's completely free, and they add different things. That's where you get all your screensavers, your boot logos, your widgets, everything. This thing has thousands upon thousands upon thousands of apps on it. You know, so let's say for instance, I want to search, I want a Derrick Rose background or something, right? I just type in his name. Alright, here we go. See, Derrick Rose. So you get these Derrick Rose themes. And what does it look like? It should show me what it looks like. So bam, if I was to download this, my background would be that rising star. And then you see all the Nike signs. Those are all logo your apps. So it changes your apps to the Nike sign. So for instance, my settings icon would be a Nike sign. My message icon will be a Nike sign, so on and so forth. You know, you got a Derrick Rose MVP, and then let me see what this one looks like. And that's the same thing. You get that. and you just gotta go in there and look and find out which icons and which people you want on there. You know, it has tons of people. You can do strippers and all the type of stuff on there. So that's what Cydia is. So if y'all got any questions, man, I'm gonna post this on Facebook. Y'all just hit me back and I'll tell you how to do it. And it's real easy. It took me 5 minutes to do it. You can do iPods, your iPhone, your iPad. Only thing is, when you go in the Cydia and you start downloading stuff, make sure it's compatible with your iOS version that you have. A lot of those Cydia, since this jailbreak just came out Monday, a lot of the apps in there are only for iOS 5. So if you try to download it on iOS 6, it'll download, but it won't work, and you'll be trying to figure out why it won't work. Well, because you got iOS 6. So when you look at there, a lot of them say iOS 6 or it says iOS 5 or higher. That means you should be good. But if it says only iOS 5 or 4S or whatever, then don't even waste your time downloading it, because it ain't gonna work. And then you just end up having to delete it. So I'm gonna leave it at that, man. I'm gonna post this. If y'all got any questions, hit me a call. I mean, just hit me up on Facebook, and I'll try to walk y'all through it best as I can. And then that'd be it.